Hi everybody, it's Kayla, and welcome back to Fixer Upper, the show where I usually attempt to fix up your houses, but today fix up the vet clinic in Brindleton Bay because I'm just saying it needs some help, okay? No offense, I just... Look at the landscaping, what the heck? Why? Okay, I've noticed this thing about this world. Um, just the landscaping and the terrain paint is just... Why is there so much terrain paint? There's so much dirt, like this lot too. Like what, I mean, come on. You know, I'll stop. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna renovate this lot today. Also, this is my sim. I randomized him, Damien Hand. But anyway, here's the vet clinic, the default one. It's actually very cute from the outside. It's just, she needs a little bit of help with the landscaping and maybe the floor plan and stuff. But I feel like I made it. I tried to keep a lot of the original vibe of it. I just kind of refurnished and made it, I think, a little bit more functional, more expensive, and more fully decorated. But here's the, like, walkway that when you first come in, you get, like, a coffee station. And this is where your Sims check in. And they have, like, some waiting room areas and stuff. These are the bathrooms over here, which are god awful. Yikes. And then there's like a fish tank that's empty. And here is like the hallway where all the vet rooms are. Kind of cute. I liked the use of the floor thingies and stuff. And here's one of them, like a little exam room and stuff. I like how they're all color schemed as well. Like this one's the orange room or the like yellow room, I guess. And here's the pink room. And then in here's the green room. And then in here's the brown room. This is what I picture would be like the break room or like the lab type room or something. I'm not sure. And then out here they just go outside into the backyard with more awful terrain paint. But that's kind of the whole build is the thing. Like we have these different exam rooms. We've got like the surgery room, and we have this room and stuff. But I feel like it could use some help. So what I did is I made it and I added another exam room, another surgery room, a better like break room slash whatever this room could be called. I also added a loft area up here, which is pretty cute in my humble opinion. But I mean, I did my best. I tried very hard. I think it turned out pretty cute. And so with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump right on into the renovation. Okay, so we are back and we are fixer-uppering this house not a house, it's a vet clinic. Also, have not spoken yet today, so if my voice is weird, I'm sorry. I'm kind of in a bit of a rush right now because I've got class in, gotta leave in like 50 minutes. And I have to finish this voiceover, do the intro voiceover, finish editing the video, export the video, upload, oh my god. It's fine, I'm fine. Because I have a reason, but I'll get to that in a second. I want to first tell you guys about my giveaway that I'm doing. I have 5 more codes for The Sims 4 cats and dogs. Go to my Twitter right now, pause the video. Well, not yet, wait until I finish talking about it and then pause the video. Go to my Twitter, and I want you guys to follow me and then retweet the tweet about the giveaway, and then you'll be entered to win. So it's super easy. It's in the tweet. Like, you'll read the tweet and then be like, oh, retweet. It's just you have to follow me and then retweet it so I can DM you if you win and all this stuff. But I've got 5 codes from EA, so I'm going to be giving away those today. I'm going to probably end it exactly 24 hours after this video is posted. So I posted at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. So at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, it's going to be over. So jump on that if you're ready. Also, if you're watching it in the future for some reason and you missed the giveaway, I do them probably like once a month. So keep that in mind. But I've got 5 cats and dogs codes today, so thank you EA for giving me those, and head over to my Twitter and follow me. Also, I mean, if you want to stick around after the giveaway on Twitter, I'm pretty funny on Twitter. Not recently, but I'll explain why in a second as well. Oh my god, I'm in a very dark place. That sounds like a joke. It's not a joke. But I'll get there. I don't even know how to start this, but like, I just want to tell a story today in the video, like I usually do, but a story, about how I'm in a dark place. So maybe if, I'm not gonna call it maybe it's a trigger warning. If you're, maybe like you don't want to hear about some anxiety stuff, probably not the video for you. But I'm gonna talk about how I had a tiny breakdown on stream the other day, because I feel like I have to explain the situation because, it happened, and, people were watching, so we gotta talk it out, right? Anyway, so I'm gonna explain that in a second, but giveaway on Twitter. I'm usually very funny on Twitter until I had to tweet about my breakdown, because my recent tweets are me being like, hello, I love you guys for being nice to me after I had a breakdown on stream. But usually they're very funny, I promise. Okay? I'm hilarious, I know. I got hate once for that, for calling myself hilarious, because I think it's clear that it's a joke, right? That I'm being like, yeah, guys, I'm so funny. Like, I think that's clear it's a joke, but some people don't understand that. And they're like, oh my god, Kayla, you're the worst. You think you're so funny, but you're not. Oh, joy. Okay, anyway, so my story. It starts on Sunday. Okay, well, that starts before Sunday. I'm in a bit of a dark place right now. I don't know. I don't really understand why. I mean, these things happen when you're a mess like me. Um, and so I've been having some rough times in the past couple weeks. And then on Sunday, I was streaming. And the thing is, like, Friday, my stream was fantastic. On Sunday, I talked about how much, like, in my build on, okay, back up. In my build on Sunday, I was like, you guys, I love Twitch. It's so much fun. Watch my streams. Hang out with me on my stream today. And so I, like, super plugged my stream on Sunday in the speed build, because I was having so much fun, like, on Thursday, Friday streaming and stuff. And then Sunday comes around, and I was just chilling in my stream. Doing casual stuff. I was playing my Disney Princess Challenge, and so I was just playing some Sims 4, like, really casual stuff. The streams are pretty fun that way because they're really casual. We just kind of hang out. But there was probably, like, usually I get, like, anywhere from, like, 5 to, like, 700, 800 viewers on a stream like that. But it was a weekend, and also I had just plugged it in my build, so there was, like, probably 1,100 people there at this time, which is 1,100 is a lot of people on a stream, especially for me. It's been happening more often recently. I don't know how to handle that situation because that's a lot more people in a stream than I'm used to. And so, I mean, like, 1,000 people on a stream is a lot, right? Like, I don't know. And so I was just chilling. There was, like, 1,000 people there. And I don't really know how this happened, and I think this is a thing that happens when you have anxiety, right? Like, a lot of times you are already feeling very anxious, or, like, there's a lot of things that, like, you sort of need to have a freak out about, but then, like, you're fine, you think you're fine, and then, like, a little thing kind of triggers it, and that's what happened in this situation. But unfortunately, I was streaming, and there was 1,000 people watching me, so that's pretty great. So I was just streaming and stuff, and so I don't know if you guys knew about this, because I haven't really talked about it in a long time, but I used to post a lot on Tumblr. I have a Tumblr, it's still linked down below in the description, but I used to post. I haven't necessarily stopped posting, I just haven't posted recently on Tumblr. I used to post this legacy challenge that I had going on, and I would just, like, play it off camera and then post screenshots on Tumblr, which is kind of like a thing people do on Similar and stuff, and I just was doing it for fun. Because I made the current household, like, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago now, maybe even 2 years ago now, and I was just, like, chilling, posted my Huntley family, on Tumblr. But then as of recently, I sort of stopped posting on Tumblr for a few reasons. The real reason, the reason that, like, it stopped altogether is that okay, let's back up to when I went to San Francisco. So back in, like, the beginning of September, I went to California for an EA thing for Cats and Dogs, and before I went, I queued enough posts, like, I basically, like, pre-recorded, but, like, pre-posted enough posts to last while I was gone, and then while I was gone, a hurricane came to Florida, and so when I got back, the hurricane hit the day after I got back, and we lost power, so I had enough posts to last up until the hurricane, but then I couldn't queue more posts to last me, like, through the hurricane. And then when I got back to school after the hurricane, we were out of school for, like, a week and a half because of the hurricane. When I got back to campus, I had so much homework to catch up on because we, like, lost school, so we had, like, a lot of things to catch up on, like, more homework than usual. I had to make up the work from the class I missed from my trip to California, and so I just had a lot going on. I didn't have time to, like, make more posts, and then it just sort of, like, kept spiraling into, like, not posting. And also, Tumblr sort of hates me, which is fair, because they don't like YouTubers that much there. Not everybody, but, like, I've noticed a vibe of, like, them hating YouTubers, and it's kind of a toxic place, and I don't really want to be there anymore, so I stopped posting on Tumblr as of recently. I might come back still, I haven't decided yet. I still want to play that family, but, like, I just don't really want to post it right now, and, I mean, that's just a thing, like, I don't really want to do it right now, and it kind of stresses me out a lot, because, like, I don't drop responsibility like that. Like, you guys know that I stream, like, 3 times a week. I have a podcast. I upload daily. I'm a full-time student. Like, I do a lot of things, and it makes me very nervous to, like, not do things that I promised I would do. And so, like, this whole Huntley situation is very stressful for me, and it probably doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is to me, And then in the stream chat, people sometimes will be like, hey, Kayla, where are the Huntleys? And I haven't really addressed it publicly yet. And so, like, I mean, it's fair to ask about them because, like, I stopped posting, like, why did I do that? I never told anybody. Like, I get that. But when they ask about it, I sort of start to get stressed. And then when one person asks, a lot of people start asking, and then it's like, oh God, now my whole chat is about the Huntleys, and I don't want to think about this right now. Oh my God. And I know I sound ridiculous, and that's the thing. Like, I know I'm being ridiculous, and that's, like, yay me, right? But then, like, the whole chat started asking about it, and then I was like, hey guys, can we not talk about this right now? Like, I don't want to, like, it stresses me out. Please stop asking about it, And then after I stopped, like, asked them to stop asking about it, more people started asking about it, which is fair because I brought it up. You know, like that's just how streams work. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm going to ban the word Huntley in my chat. So if you say the word Huntley, you're going to get timed out by my chat bot. And then, of course, after I said that, they all started doing it more to test if they would get timed out. And so I don't know if you can see it on the stream replay because I think a lot of them were caught by my auto mod. So basically on streams, the way it works is if you were to like say a bunch of curse words, the chat wouldn't say it, but like Twitch would pick it up and then I could like approve or deny it. So you guys all in the chat wouldn't see it, but I could see it. And so I don't know if everyone saw like the Huntley spam that happened in that situation, but like it happened. And so I was just I started getting more and more like anxious about it, right? And this happened in like a span of maybe like 2 minutes, but I felt myself starting to panic, and I was like, okay, this is fine, not a big deal, just the Huntleys, like move on, don't worry about it. And then I like as I was starting to panic, I was like, oh my god, there's like 1,100 people in this stream right now, and I'm starting to panic on the stream in front of 1,100. I'm gonna like cry right now. Oh my god, I'm fine, I promise, it's fine. It wasn't fine on Sunday, but we're good now. And so I realized like how many people were watching me, and usually I'm not like aware of that when I'm streaming. Like it doesn't seem like a big deal to me, like, oh, you know, there's like 1,000 people there, whatever. Because I like it doesn't really feel real because it's like it's just a number that you see on the screen, and I don't feel like I'm talking to 1,000 people, you know. But then at this moment, I was like very aware that there was 1,000 people watching me live on a stream, like about to have a panic attack, you know. And I didn't know what to do because I was live on Twitch, like, and the thing is, I was sitting in my room at my desk alone, like I was in a safe space, like I could have just stopped the stream, but I didn't know what to do, and I've never felt in my life more trapped than I did at that moment. Like I was sitting there like, oh my god, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? And this happened in a span, again, of like 60 seconds, like of my freak out of like, I'm stuck here, I'm trapped. Like I've, again, never felt so trapped in my life, and I know it's not a big deal, it doesn't seem, I feel ridiculous even just talking about it because it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was to me at the time. And so I felt myself starting to panic more about like the fact that people were watching me panic, which doesn't make, but like I was starting to get nervous because of the Huntleys, and then I realized people were watching me like freak out, and then I got more freak outy. Does that make sense? And so I sort of just like, okay, I'm gonna take a break for a second, and then I just cut to my break screen. And so on Twitch, on my streams, one of my like thingies, how do I explain this? I have like a scene on OBS that just has like a signal that's like, hey, taking a quick break, and it plays Wii music and shows the chat on the screen. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really fast. I don't know, go grab some more water. I'll be back in a second. And then I was like, okay, gonna take a quick break. Ugh, can't talk even. I'm getting too stressed talking about it. Okay, like gonna take a quick break, and then it disappeared. And I don't even know how long I was gone for is the thing, because I don't think it was that long. But I like went to the break, and then I just sat at my computer and watched like the chat freak out, which was probably not healthy because the whole chat was like, look what you guys did. Like about, and the thing is, I don't think anybody actually knew what was going on. And then I texted a group chat of my mods on Twitch, and I was like, hey guys, low-key kind of panicking right now. And then I had like a sort of whole like, wow, can't breathe situation, and then it was fine. And then I I'm trying to downplay it to the best of my ability, but like oh god. Anyway, so that happened. And then I texted my friend Rochelle, and I was like, low-key kind of panicking right now. And so like obviously like because I don't know, because the thing is, my mods couldn't have done anything about it in the chat, anything more than I could have done, because like you can block the word Huntley, but like it's not like I was getting like hate or something. I'm not gonna ban people for saying the word Huntley in my Twitch chat. I just overreacted a lot, so it's not my mods' fault. Like, people, when I tweeted about it, were like, oh, Kayla, you need better mods to handle this. But, like, what were my mods gonna do? They didn't know that people asking about the Huntleys on Tumblr was gonna trigger this situation. Like, you know, no one could have prevented this at all. And the people in the chat that asked about it, it's not their fault either. Like, no one, you know, they weren't being mean to me. Like, I just super overreacted for no reason. So if you were one of those people, please don't feel bad because you didn't do anything wrong. Like, you just asked a question, like a very valid question. And I, you know, freaked out for no reason. And so that happened, and then I just sort of sat at my computer screen for a little bit, and then was like, oh my god, I got up and paced around my room for a little bit, because I know that you're supposed to walk when these things happen. And so I tried to do that, and then I came back, and then I sort of like sat in front of my OBS, and I was like, I need to come back, but I don't know what to say. Because I couldn't just like stop the stream. Like the situation, like I had still like 1,100 people watching the stream. Like it's sort of like when you're performing on stage and then you just run off of stage. Someone has to come back and explain what happened. Someone has to, you can't just like disappear, like show's over, like there's, and because I knew that if I just left, I would get more questions than I already did on Twitter, because people were sort of like on Twitter, like, hey, what's wrong with you? Where'd you go, Kayla? And so I came back and I didn't put my face cam on, I just put the mic on, and I was like, hey guys, low key freaked out just then, but like, we're fine. I'm fine now. And then some people in the chat were like, it's weird without face cam. And I was like, are you serious? Like, do you really want face cam right now? Because I don't feel comfortable with that. And then I put my face cam back on anyway. And then I streamed for another like hour and a half. Almost, maybe it was more like another 2 hours, because it happened like, I'm not going to say when in the stream that happened, because you can watch it back if you need to. The thing is, I think it's very hard to tell like the level of crisis I felt like I was in when you watch back, because I watched it back like 4 times. Because I wanted to see if you could tell how bad it was, like when they were watching. I don't think you can, which is good. I'm still kind of shaking just talking about it. Yikes, this is really bad. But I feel like I need to address it, because people were asking me so much. And also, like, when I tweeted about it, because I was getting so many questions about it, I felt like I had to tweet about it to explain what happened. And then when I tweeted, people were like, oh yeah, I heard about this. Hope you're okay. And I was like, how did you already hear about this? It literally just happened. You weren't there, but you heard about it. They're like, oh yeah, I wasn't there, but I heard about it. Hope you're okay. So, like, in my Discord, they were all talking about it, and I just, and the thing is, like, I'm very well aware that this was, like, what's going to happen. Like, when something like this happens on a stream, and there are 1,000 people there, like, people are going to talk about it, and, like, that's going to happen. I'm very, unequipped, preparably, to handle it, I guess, because I don't, like, how do you deal with that situation? I don't know how to do that. I don't know. I'm just a person. I don't know how to handle these things. And so, I don't know. Again, it's nobody's fault. No one did anything wrong. But just the fact that people were like, oh yeah, heard about this. Like, how did you hear? If you heard about it before I tweeted about it, can you please tell me how you heard about it? Because I'd like to know. I think my Discord was talking about it, but I didn't like go into my Discord and check, because I was too scared to see what they were saying about me. I don't think it was bad, but it's scary to have that many people talking about you. Especially like talking about how you, like, I don't know, panicked on stream in front of 1,000 people. But yeah, so I know I didn't really, I don't think, people are telling me how I didn't have to address it, and I think that's true. Like, I don't think that I had to talk about it, but I also kind of feel like I did, because if I didn't, and I just left it up in the air, like, I don't know, I think that's probably worse. And also, I feel like a lot of you guys maybe deal with this sort of thing, and maybe not, on a live stream in front of 1,000 people. Oh my god, it's not funny. Why am I laughing about it? I'm trying to cope. I'm not coping very well, but I'm trying to cope. Yeah, so I think a lot of you guys also have this sort of experience, or maybe you feel the same way and stuff. And I'm just thinking back to, like, when I was in middle school, and this is kind of weird, but especially considering, like, all the backlash towards Zoella right now. I like Zoella a lot, and when I was in middle school, I was a big, like, Zoe Sugg fan. And she talked a lot about anxiety when she was, not so much anymore. I don't know if she does anymore, because I don't really watch her videos anymore, but, like, when I was in middle school, she was very open about, like, her anxiety issues and stuff, and that was very helpful to me, because I didn't know anybody well, I didn't have any friends, for one, to talk to it, like, about it, but, like, seeing a person who I looked up to talk about it, I was like, oh look, this is a normal thing that other people experience. It's not just me. I'm not going crazy. And that was very helpful to me. And not that I'm, like, a person you should look up to or anything like that, but because she's a very inspiring person that, like, built this, like, empire for herself. But I mean, to maybe for you guys that are, like, a little bit younger than me, or even older than me, I don't know, but, like, just to know that someone else experiences them too, maybe that will be helpful to you. So I don't know, I'm rambling. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm so preachy and I know everything and blah, but, like, I also struggle a lot, apparently, because I'm a mess. But yeah, there's that. And so other thing, I almost didn't post a video today, because the past week I've been feeling very awful, especially after that stream incident. And so last night when I got back from a club, so I streamed last night, I had to go to a club meeting afterwards. When I got back, I didn't want to record, because I hadn't finished this build yet. I had done, like, we're on the last clip, so, like, up to, like, minute 16 was all, like, 2 clips, and I had, like, a third, that was all one day, and then this is, like, the third clip, so the second day, and I had to finish this last clip, like, from 17 minutes on, this morning, or last night. I finished it this morning, because I have a different build that I had renovated already, that I recorded, but it isn't good, and I didn't want to post it, and because I didn't want to post one that's bad, and I also felt like this was bad, and I just was in like a really like down in the dumps kind of thing where I was like, this is awful, I'm awful, everything I do is awful, and I didn't want to post it because I felt like it was bad, and I went in this morning and I wasn't going to finish it. That's why I'm kind of cutting it so close, because I have to leave for class soon, but I'm still recording the voiceovers because I wasn't going to make a video, which is very unlike me because you guys know that I've posted every day for like a solid 2.5, almost 3 years, like without missing. I've maybe missed like maybe 3 uploads in that entire time, and I've like double uploaded enough to like cover that, so I don't miss uploads literally ever, like I just don't. And so the fact that I like almost didn't post this is, again, like it's a pretty big deal to me. It's not a big deal maybe to other people, but like to me that's a huge thing. But I did it, and I made it through, and I kind of sound like I'm gonna cry right now. I'm sorry, I'm really fine. I maybe sound like I'm not fine. Also, I hope I'm not like triggering or anything. I'm not trying to be. I just feel like it's important to talk about these things, and also saying it out loud helps me feel better. Because like after the stream, I called my mom and I tried to talk about it. This is so sad. Oh my god. This maybe hope is relatable, but I called my mom to try and talk about it. So I just called her, and then cause at this point I didn't cry ever the whole time, but then when I stopped the stream I cried a lot, mostly about like how it happened on stream, and I was like, I can't believe this happened to me, this is the worst thing. I told like 4 people, I was like, that was the worst thing that's ever happened to me. So, maybe being a bit dramatic, but I call it the worst thing that's ever happened to me, which is partially true, but I called my mom to try and talk about it, and then I couldn't talk about it, so I just stopped. Like, I called her, and then I tried to, like, say what happened, and then I just started sobbing, and then I never said anything. And then I explained, I went back, and then I was like, Mom, this thing happened, but I tried to talk to her about it, but then I couldn't, because I just started sobbing. Oh my god, that sounds so dark. I'm fine now, I promise. We're okay. Oh, okay. So anyway, if you're at the stream, shouts out to you guys. You got to see that the whole thing happen. But I'm gonna go now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, it's not funny, but it's very funny. By the way, giveaway on Twitter. If you want to retweet that and enter and stuff. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day. And so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Okay, yikes. Seriously, you guys, I am okay. I wasn't okay for like a hot minute there, but I'm okay now. I hope. And also, if you're not okay, it will be okay. Because look, I was sobbing on the phone with my mom on Sunday night, and now I'm fine. Now I'm laughing about it on a YouTube video. So it gets better.